I would love to touch back on this announcement, this huge addition that you're making. Why is it so great? What was happening before, and why is this a an amazing next step for the company?
So what we've done is we've bridged a gap between the sort of tax planning we've already done and the thing that most accountants consider to be tax planning. So accountants all say they do tax planning on their website and on their business card. What they really mean is at the end of the year, they're going to sit down and they're going to project out how much tax their client is going to owe at the end of the year. Maybe they'll do a series of projections 5 or 10 years down the road. They're just putting out a spreadsheet with numbers. We've always started from the perspective that the numbers aren't nearly as important as the concepts and the strategies. And if you illustrate to a client how they can use a cost segregation study to save money on their rental properties, or use an S corporation to minimize employment tax on their business income, the fact that we're presenting the concept or the strategy is more important than quantifying the exact savings. Well, the Blueprint tool that we've just rolled out today gives the savings along with the concepts and strategies. So as I said, it bridges the gap between the way we've always done tax planning and the thing that most accountants call tax planning that really isn't tax planning.
Yeah, and I think the big thing to take away, like for people that aren't necessarily, financially, I guess, don't have a financial background, don't really understand much of it. There's tons of companies out there, like you said, car salesmen. They probably don't come from a financial background. So being able to say the clear cut why this is amazing for the Taxmaster Network is the fact that now when a client is looking at their tax planning with whatever professional they're with, they can actually see a number. I can save this much, I can save that much, whereas before that wasn't an option. And so I think that's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's a wonderfully flexible tool as well, because we do the planning, but our members do the implementation for the client with the tools we give them. So if a financial planner wants to do a plan for a client, the financial planner doesn't have to sever the client's relationship with his current accountant. So we can work with professionals across the country. We can come in and do what we're really good at that the client's current tax advisor isn't doing, but we're not threatening the client's current tax advisor's business. We're not looking to take that business from them. Clients don't need to sever any long-standing relationships to take advantage of the power of our variety of planning.
Yeah, and I think that's great. You're helping them grow, and in theory, the client really never even knows about you in some ways, I'm sure as well. They're able to just become more comfortable with their tax planner, and hey, if he's offering that, word of mouth is a big thing. If this person saves money, next thing you know, you've got three other people.
Absolutely. And our goal is not to look like a hero to the client. Our goal is to make our customer, the accountant or the financial planner, look like a hero to their client. And that naturally leads to increased business. I can't tell you how many times I've helped a financial advisor or a CPA deliver a plan to a client, and the client starts talking about, oh, you need to meet my brother-in-law, and you need to meet my business partner, and you need to meet my neighbor, because these guys are all gonna love what you're doing.
Yeah.
It makes the Blueprint user look like a hero. They're doing something that nobody else has done. Nobody else in the tax business and nobody else in the financial services business, which is help deliver free money from the government.
Do you have any stories about how this type of new planning has transformed either an advisor or a CPA's business?
Oh, absolutely. We get testimonials from members all the time. I'm thinking right now of a member who came to us in 2011. She was a small town tax preparer in a one stoplight town in northern Idaho. And she did tax returns for people in her area. Well, she ran out of people in northern Idaho to do tax returns for, so she decided she wanted to be a tax planner. 8 years later, 9 years later, she doesn't do tax returns herself anymore. She does tax planning for high income clients across the country. About 50% of her clientele are virtual. She has more flexibility to run her business. She doesn't have a busy tax season like she used to. And she's not tied to her own region's economy, which is important as well, particularly with coronavirus hitting different parts of the country more than others. We have members who have carved out all sorts of niche target markets and become the go-to expert on tax planning in that niche market. We tell members, if you want to grow your business, you've got two different ways you can do it: volume and margin. Do you want to be a high volume, low margin business like most tax preparers? Do you want to be a low volume, high margin business? And tax planning lets them do less work and manage a far smaller number of client relationships while making more money and getting more professional satisfaction out of it.